everybody. Okay, I just finished my, I can't even hold this little phone. Okay, I just finished my morning rituals, at least a few of them, and I'm having a late start today. I haven't even made my smoothie this morning, but I decided that I am going to share something with you every day. I actually stopped by one of my girlfriend's jobs yesterday, and she was telling her employees, she was saying, "Hey, this is Rorree. You guys know her." And she said, when we read the cards, sometimes we read them every day. Sometimes we read them when we need a little boost. She said, well, this is my friend who made these cards. So let me see if I can get the cards real quick, the cover. Okay, so some years ago, I created a program called the Prosperity Formula, and it's everything that we created years ago, I've now transformed into online programs and everything. So this is the cover. It was when I had no hair. So it was in the early 2000s. I think I did this program maybe 2007 or something like that. My first one was the Recipe for Prosperity. I think I did that in 2005. And that's a 5-week course. We still have that, but we changed that to online. But the Prosperity Formula, these are the affirmation cards that go along with the formula. So I think I created like 52 or 53 cards. This is what they look like on the back of the card. And this is the words of the card. So I decided that, if this young lady who is a friend of mine decided that her employees, all her staff, could benefit from these cards, I said, hey, well, let me share them on a daily basis. And I still have them. They're still for sale. They're $19.97. I guess I could put a link up probably later on today if anybody wants to get a deck of the cards. But anyway, so today the card I pulled is card number 8. And it says, I am in line with the divine plan for my life. I love my body, my mind, and my spirit. Now, I'm in line with a divine plan in my life, it's so important that we remain in alignment with our plan and that we don't allow fear, worry, and doubt to take us off of our path. Now, personally, I'm going to tell you, I've had a lot of shifts lately in my life, and I feel like I hit the terror barrier recently. And a friend of mine, who is also a colleague, his name is Dondre, I shared with him some things that he should be doing every day, like maybe a month ago. And he told me, you know what, Rorree, you need to do that too, because you just hit the terror barrier. And I'm like, okay, I know I heard of the terror barrier, but what's that again? So I started listening to the YouTube videos again today, like I asked him to do. And it really helps. It reminded me of what the terror barrier is. And I did hit it. And it's a time in your life when you are making a paradigm shift. You are changing something drastically in your life. I've had some drastic shifts take place in a very short period of time. And it kind of was going bam, 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 bam. Since like September. In September, I released a relationship. In September, what else did I do? I did so many things. Like different things happened one after the other. And it felt like it started on the equinox. Just stuff started to release and be snatched away. And I felt like, you know what? My collective consciousness of helpers, my ancestors, God, my guides and my angels, it feels like they were like, you know what? These things are no longer serving your highest good, so they have to go. And we're not going to allow you to enter 2018 with these things. So I was like, golly, it felt like stuff was just being ripped away from me, one after the other, bam, 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 bam. And although I could understand what was happening and I was just moving through everything. I mean, I moved. So much has happened in a short period of time, especially after November. I mean, the end of November through mid-December, several other things were just yanked away. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what in the world? Having a lot of transition, sometimes that's a stressor. Transition is a stressor. So anyway, now I'm in this situation and I hit the terror barrier. I'm like, oh my God, and so this card is a reminder that although I hit the terror barrier, I have to conquer it so that I can move forward in my shifting. I cannot move backwards. That is not an option. And I must remain in alignment with the divine plan for my life. Now, too often people hit that terror barrier and then they decide to go backwards. I could go backwards. Backwards is real easy. But guess what? Backwards is so unfulfilling for me, And when I was speaking with Dondre last night, he said, Rorree, well, do you want to go do that? And I was like, hell no. So it reminded me of how repulsive it is to go backwards. I'm not going backwards. I'm not doing it. So anyway, this is me today reading the Daily Prospermation and just giving you my 2 cents as I am traveling on my journey just as you are. And just because, you see me out here doesn't mean that I don't still hit fear that I have to conquer. It doesn't mean that I don't hit that terror barrier too, But me, I'm not going to let that terror barrier win. Okay? I'm not going to let it win. I am a conqueror. I am victorious. I can do all things. I can do this. I have God on my side. Source is on my side. My ancestors work with me. And I refuse to allow anything but what's in my divine plan, what's in my divine purpose. So anyway, the card again says, I am in line with the divine plan for my life. I love my body, my mind, and my spirit. And I will not be controlled by the mind. Okay? So, those are my 2 cents for today. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the cards. And they're available on my website too. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the cards. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.